gonna move? No. Okay. Hey, hello, and how are you, my friends? It's Serena here, and welcome back to another segment of What's Up Stitches, a little spot on my channel where I kind of catch you guys up and we talk about the fiber craft stuff that we're getting into. I'm actually kind of really excited for today's cast because I'm about a couple of weeks out before my 1-year anniversary of my knitting journey when I decided I am going to teach, I'm going to teach myself how to knit. In today's episode, we are going to talk about 5 projects that I currently have, 2 of which are finished objects. 1 you've seen before, actually 2 you've seen before, and 1 is brand new project. Before we get into all of the things, I do want to update y'all. Those of you guys may not know, I do own a little small business called Biblio Chic, and I did a huge shop update, including a couple of new merch things, including this little Tapestry Witch mug, as well as my Standing Stones mug. The Tapestry Witch mug comes in 2 colors, this lovely lilac color as well as a forget-me-not blue, and my Standing Stones mug is that classic black. They are stoneware mugs that are hand-produced, handmade in the United States. I'm gonna actually put my Tapestry Witch mug away because I feel Eli is going to topple that over. Before we get in, I do want to tell you that this is the second time I'm sitting down to film this episode. Actually, the first half of this episode is me, future me. When I went to go edit this What's Up episode, I noticed that I somehow neglected the first half and didn't tape it. Second half, you'll see me in a different position, in a different outfit, without Eli in my lap. So just FYI. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I have my finished Equanimity. Really bad at pronouncing. Equanimity. You guys have seen me talk about this scarf before. It's a pretty straightforward pattern by I Knit 2 Purl 2, and I am happily say that this has gotten a lot of wear. I've actually finished this for about a month and I neglected to actually sit down and film, but I love it. It's very, very soft, I'm gonna tell you. And I have my phone up because it's been a while since I've talked about these yarns, so in these patterns, so just if I'm looking down, that's why. So I used two yarns held together. They were both, one was a lace weight, which is the Cascade Yarns Alpaca Lace Paints. I got this on a discount when one of my local yarn stores went out of business, sadly, and I was able to get it on a discount. So that is kind of like the light color that you see here. It is paired with a yarn that I was gifted actually for Christmas. So thank you for my sister-in-law Nicole for gifting me this yarn. It is the Yarn Bee Authentic hand-dyed tonal yarn in the color Iron Soot, and that is like the dark gray that you see right here. Yarn Bee is the yarn that comes from Hobby Lobby, and it's 100% merino wool, and I believe they're all hand-dyed, but it is just very, very soft and I love it. The pattern again is Equanimity by I Knit 2 Purl 2. It is, let me take it off, a triangular shawl. It's mini, it's not very big, and it's asymmetrical, and it has this picot edge that I simply adore, and I wish that it had this picot edge on this side too. So I need to probably get on Ravelry and search up picot edged garments because I'm in love. I don't know, it's just, I feel like it just brings a little daintiness to this project. This is my first shawl that I've ever made, and this is the first shawl that I've made, well, actually since I've only been knitting for a year. It is the first shawl that I've ever made, but I tend to wear it like this. It is a little annoying because I have like these little guys right here that I have to tuck in, but it keeps me really, really warm. February and the early March in St. Louis was very, very cold, and it is warm enough, but it's not chunky that I can actually put my coat over it and zip it up. So very, very nice. This is also the first time I've held 2 yarns together, and I like the little mottled effect it comes. You know, you have that halo of both the merino and the alpaca, but you also have that extra, I mean, merino is soft already, but you have that extra softness and squishiness of the alpaca lace. So I will definitely be doing this. Not this pattern again, but I will definitely be wanting to be, that's not even correct grammar. I definitely want to start pairing 2 yarns together. The only thing that's kind of stopping me is because it's expensive. I mean, you're using twice the amount of yarn that you would normally use, and I've noticed that a lot of popular patterns that pair two together, they're calling for like really expensive yarn, and so I don't know, maybe I'll do like a short sleeve shirt or something. Let me know in the comments below your favorite short sleeve, maybe like since we're going into spring, short sleeve, even tank top patterns that call for two yarns held together. I guess I also have to say that I live in the Midwest and it gets hot really, you know, it's really cold. When it's cold, it's really cold, but when it's warm, it tends to get really, really warm. So I need to figure out how to create knitwear for the hotter than the Hades, Satan's butt crack summers that we have. The next finished object is a nerdy object. Actually, it is an Outlander object, and this is probably one of the reasons why I started knitting a year ago, is because I wanted to teach myself how to knit all of the cool Outlander patterns, and I finally finished my Brianna's Capelet pattern. Let me go grab it. I'll put it on in a little bit, but look at that. I just love the way this yarn kind of went together. So the pattern is by Sandy Riso. She is Knitsy Blonde on Ravelry. Actually, let me go ahead and put this on, and we're gonna transition to past Serena because this is where my filming dropped off. Okay, I'm back. I love it. I love it. It calls for 2 skeins of Lions brand Scarfy yarn. FYI, the color that I got, taupe, of the Lions brand Scarfy is discontinued. So you can't find those in the stores, but you can find other colors of the Scarfy brand, which I think you could use, but I wanted the taupe color. This yarn is not 100% wool. It is 78% acrylic and 22% wool. I can tell you when I washed this, and I washed this in a really nice wool wash that has a good scent to it, it smelled chemically. I don't know if it's the acrylic. I've never had that happen with any of my wools that I've ever washed, and I've washed a lot because I like to thrift a lot of wool, and it smelled like, kind of smelled like petrol or like petroleum. It did not smell good. Now that it's dried, it doesn't smell like that. Just so if you are sensitive to smells, I mean, I don't know. And I don't know what that says about the actual materials that they use with the yarn. This pattern was pretty simple to follow. It is a repeat. The wedges are repeated. It's like 2 different things. You have rows 1 through 4 is a pattern, and then 1 through 15 is another pattern, and then you just repeat all of it. And it was pretty easy. I feel like a beginner could snap this out really easily. The only thing is you're knitting with 2 strands of bulky weight at the same time. So they're held together, so it's a little more bulky. It did tire my fingers out a little more, but I felt like it went really quick. And I think if I were just solely knitting on this, I think I would have snapped this out a lot. What else is there to say? I can't wait to finish the rest of my Brianna costume, knit some arm warmers as well. It is really, really warm. Oh, and the buttons I got from, where did I get the buttons? I think I got the buttons from Hobby Lobby. Definitely recommend this pattern, Brianna's Capelet by Knitsy Blondes. Okay, I'm gonna take this off because it's a little warm. My next project is a project that you guys have seen before, and I've kind of stopped talking about it because it kind of just got darn repetitive. Is this Tapestry, I forgot what they called, some type of embroidery, but you guys, I think the last time I talked about this, I only had like 1 section, and now I'm like legit almost finished. This is just how much left I have of it, and I ran out of wool, so I had to order more to finish it. For those of you that don't know, I collect this type of style tapestry mainly in birds to decorate my house with. I have a whole wall of them, and I needed 3 more pieces to kind of round it all out, and I decided to order some blanks from Etsy that only had like the bird, and all I had to do was just do the background, which I seemed like I could do. It is just very tedious, but I like the finished product, and I'm super excited to finish it and frame it and put it up and then start on the next one. My next one you guys have seen me talked about, and the last time I talked about this on What's Up Stitches, I was kind of at a standstill. I was really frustrated because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Turns out I was trying to put the pleats in the wrong spot. So this is my Anne's Puffy Sleeves pullover by Amy Sher. It is a pleated sleeve head, lace raglan shaping, and gathered sleeve cuffs. And the yarn that I'm using is from Weird Sisters, and it is their ACOTAR Starfall, and I love it. So there's gathers in the sleeves that when I got to like the bottom of this yoke and it says to not start gathering, but like to base your gathers so you can try it on, I was trying to put the gathers down here and I was so confused that I just stopped working on this for like a good month until it just like one day I was working on another project, it was like a light bulb went off. I'm like, I was supposed to put it up to here. So the way that this is knit, it is knit from the top down, but it has you not do the neckline. It is a thicker like mock turtleneck collar that you go on and add after you finish the thing. So that's why I think I was kind of confused on it. What is there to say? The yarn is so lovely. I got this yarn for Christmas. It was kind of a huge splurge, and I want to splurge like all of their yarns because they have a lot of fandom yarns. I'm going to get some of their other ACOTAR. They have, of course, a lot of, I think, Harry Potter themed ones, but this is Poe base. So their Poe base is their DK, and it is superwash merino and silk. So it's very soft, and it is very slippery. It's probably the wrong yarn to use for this project because for the puff sleeves you kind of want like a more grippy yarn, but I was bound and determined to just make this do because I wanted the sweater and I wanted this yarn. So here we are. Slowly plugging away. I've stopped and separated for the sleeves. It has this lovely eyelet detail that unfortunately kind of gets lost because of the striations of it, but I don't care. I picked this project more for the puffy sleeves than the lace raglan detail. It's kind of an oversized deal, and I'm not sure yet if I'm going to make it cropped or if I'm going to make it full. I can't wait to finish this. I don't know how long it's going to take me. It's going to take me a while because I am also working on another poofy sleeve sweater. I want all of the poofy romantic sweaters. I am obsessed. If you guys ever look on my Ravelry favorites, you can tell what my style and my taste is. Give me all the romantic poofy sleeved things. In the interim of me being super frustrated with my ACOTAR sweater, I decided to cast on another project, and not only did I cast on another project, I got damn well far that I am almost finished. I'm probably like 75% there. If you guys remember back in the fall, I started working on a 1897 original cycling sweater. Right here, I'll put it right here. I started working on this. I started using this yarn on it, and I got really frustrated because my gauge was off and I wasn't really digging the rib on it, that I just decided, F it. I'm gonna frog it all and start anew. And so between me frogging it and realizing I probably don't want to spend that much time on this pattern because I'm not really in love with the way it is written because it's translated from back in 1897, and two, I'm not really a fan of all of the rib and how tight it is. So I decided to go to my favorite pattern maker who does all of the romantic puffy sleeved sweaters to see if she had anything, and she did. So the pattern maker that I am talking about is Fable Knitwear. My Nutcracker jumper is by her. This is my second pattern. She's a really good pattern maker and have all of the historically inspired patterns. So I've decided to try to knit her Bernadette Turtleneck that has the poofy sleeves, and I feel like it is a good compromise and a good inspiration from that original 1897, but one, I don't have piecing to do, so this Bernadette Turtleneck is all knitted in the round, and it is knit from the top down instead of the 1897 pattern was from the bottom up. So I'm going to show you what I got so far, and I hope it stays like cold for a long while because I want to wear the heck out of this sweater. Knitting this out of really, really affordable yarn. It's a Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Sport Weight. It's in the Forest Heather colorway, my friends. And it's not for like rustic yarn. I feel like it's not really itchy. I mean, there are some really itchy rustic yarns out there that are super itchy. This is a little on the itchy side, but not terribly so. And I was kind of worried about that since it is a turtleneck. So here it is. I am just so excited. This was very, very interesting. So something that Fable Knitwear did in this pattern that wasn't in her Nutcracker jumper is that she explained how to size the shoulder better. Whereas my Nutcracker jumper, she didn't really give us a problem-solving thing, like saying, hey, if this isn't like fitting right, you need to knit more. So I'm really excited that she did this with this. I kind of wish that she would go back to like some of her old patterns and add that in, because I feel like the Nutcracker jumper, although I really, really love it, I feel like the shoulders just didn't fit well. I don't want to say that's prevented me from wearing it more. I would just like it a lot more. But this one is awesome. So this, I'm not gonna lie, my friends, when I got to the shoulder, it was really, really hard, but I figured it out and I am about finished with the one arm. I'm gonna start on the other arm, hopefully finish that by the weekend, and then start with the body, and I will have a poofy sleeve sweatshirt. I'm so, so excited. Sorry, I'm just really nerded out about I've been eyeing this 1897 cycling sweater for probably about 2 years, and I really, really wanted it, and I got really bummed out when the original one that I was working on in the fall didn't pan out. That now that I have kind of the modern equivalent, I'm super, super excited, and I can't wait to finish this. All right, my friends, that is what I am working at the moment, but I can't wait to show you. Hopefully I will finish one of these sweaters by the next time we gather for What's Up Stitches. What are you guys working on? Share. Are you thinking about springtime and summertime and what you're knitting on? Because I know I am. Let me know down below what you are knitting on. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for watching. And if you like this channel, if you like this content, let me know below. And as always, you can subscribe so you will not miss the next What's Up Stitches. Bye, friends!